Okay, let's see if I can do this quick. So here's my line art. Open my layers. I'm on my line art layer here. If you want to adjust opacity on anything, you can hit this little in on the side here. The opacity slider's right there. But if you're just filling color, you won't need to do this, but it's just a handy little thing. But I want to make this line art layer my reference layer, so we're going to click on the image, little thumbnail image on the layer. This menu will pop up and we'll hit reference. So now this is our reference layer. So basically what we can do, make a new layer. I like to drag my color layer underneath my lines, but that's just personal preference. But now I can be on my color layer and I can use the selection tool, but it will refer to the line layer without me having to switch back and forth. It just makes it more efficient is all. So I'm on my color layer. I'm gonna go to the selection tool up here, the little ribbon thing. And we want, there's different options down here, but we want the automatic option. And from here you can just tap whatever section you want. 2-finger tap is undo. But you can drag, you can click and drag to adjust your selection threshold, and that just adjusts how much it selects. Basically, the more solid of a white line you've got around the edge, that's a better selection. But sometimes, if you have lines that aren't quite meeting up right, like this one, I must have screwed something up, whatever, it's fine. But you can drag this selection threshold to get it as selected as you can. But really the selection tool is the key part of coloring stuff in. So once you've got that selected, double check we're on the right layer there. I'm on my color layer. And then you can choose whatever brush you want. A lot of times I like this Eagle Hawk one in the drawing section. I just think it has a better texture, but a lot of people, just for simplicity, will go down to airbrushing. Soft brush is nice. Adjust our size there. And then you can just color in as you want. If you want to do an ombre thing, you can. You can do that. Well, if I just tap the selection tool, that deselects everything. So we'll select a new area here. So you can either, actually, let me back up. If you want to do that sort of thing that I just did, use the selection tool. But if you just want to do a solid color, you don't really have to mess with the selection tool. You've already got your line layer as a reference. So if you're on your color layer, you can just drag and drop, and it'll give you a solid color. This you can also do. If you drag and then just hold it over there, you can also adjust the selection threshold. You can see in that little corner, that like top left corner, look, see how that changes it? Kind of fills in that little gap there, and the lower we have it, the less it fills. But you can do solid color that way too. But really that's about it. We can get more complex if you want, but those are the basics of doing color. I hope that helps.